Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is November 8th, 2024, and this is my weekly market review. We're reviewing the Dow 30, that's DIA, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor, please check with your significant other, and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over here to these charts and see what we see. After this whole election and stuff, we see that the Dow is heading towards a yearly R3. We're only we're less than $20 away, look like, to actually reaching that point and all. We are still looking very bullish. We got the higher lows and the higher highs and all, so everything looks good there. Let's go ahead and go down here to this monthly chart. Oh, let me resize this. And I go back over here just to get a quick shot of this quarterly chart, and now go to the monthly chart and all. I do this for myself also, because I go back and review these, and I want to make sure I see it the way I see it here and all. Easier for me to see it on my phone. On this monthly chart, as we can see, we're above an R1 at this time, and we're still above the 9-10 moving average, so we're still looking very bullish. Let's go ahead and down to the weekly chart and take a quick look at that. On the weekly chart, on the weekly chart on this had, earlier before we were forming this right here, and I don't know if this was red or green, but I wasn't expecting this thing to go down too much further than that. I had said, I believe, if you check, I knew we were opening underneath pivot, but I was saying like right away I kind of expect this thing to push back above pivot and go higher, and it has done what I expected to do. So it ended up playing out just the way I wanted it to, based on my trading plan and my trading strategies that I have in place, and everything worked out really pretty well, and that's what I see there, and that's kind of what I was expecting there, based on also being came down to a demand area and bouncing a little bit and hanging out down here. If we look at when we get down here to this daily chart, you will see that. But let's go ahead and go down to the daily chart and kind of take a quick look at that. And I want to zoom right in here, because this is what we were seeing before. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We were seeing this right here. We was in this area here, and we knew, again, I was kind of like expecting we was going to open underneath pivot. And I kind of knew that it did. You hear me all the time talking about coming down to a support 1 and bouncing. That first day we did bounce off that R1 level. Then the next day, we did end up getting a close above. Then the next morning after the elections, we had a gap up above R3. Nobody, I didn't expect, the market to gap up as much as it did, and run as much as it did, overnight like it did. But all is good for us bulls, and the market did exactly what and the thing is, I didn't, based on things that I had seen before, one of the other videos that I put out before, I didn't get into that kind of detail on the video, but usually after the election, and the thing is, after the last time Trump was elected, there was what they called a Trump rally, and usually, no matter who's elected, the market still seems like it likes running. So again, taking a chance on seeing the market actually go higher after the election was kind of like, a no-brainer for me, and I kind of hinted towards that on one of the little videos. I kind of called it a fake out. I know in this video here, I also kind of said, if we're going to be opening underneath pivot, I expect this thing maybe come down to a support 1 and then give us a run back up above pivot. And it did exactly, played out exactly the way I would kind of expect it to play out based on the event that was coming up. And that's it. That's all I really want to share. And that's the thing that I'm trying to get to, how one of the things that I'm looking at when I'm looking at pivots, you can see Yet a lot of the times, like underneath pivot, stay on the pivot, come down to a support 1 and bounce, but not closing below that support 1 a lot of times, unless we have a real good, strong bearish looking pattern. And then that bearish looking pattern, if it plays out, it can continue down. Usually comes down to, again, you get used to watching whatever particular product that you're trading, whatever particular index you're trading, and how it behaves around these pivots. And that's all I really want to share. If you got this far, you got a little extra information about how I look at pivots. And that's it. This is Solomon, right side trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye.